Freeze frame!
Operation Breakthrough.
Hello, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've done the model building stream. Oh god, the camera got adjusted while I was... Maybe I should have bought a webcam stand or clamp or something. I'm just using the default stand that comes with the webcam, and it's not great for a building stream. I'm just adjusting the webcam right now. Okay, that will do, I guess. It's so low to the ground though. Well, I don't have music ready. I mean, I can always play the Darius music, can't I? Did I just... Oh, I just moved the... Oh god, okay. Hold on a second. I could always play Darius music. That's always a possibility. Oh, I know what I could do actually. What if I do this? And then... Then you get to see a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm trying to like find the optimum angle for this. Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do with just a regular table clamp. Not table clamp, tripod stand. I'm just gonna have to accept the angle that I've got. I really didn't want to have to buy a stand, but it looks like I may have to do that. After I just adjusted it with the right angle as well. But yes, as the title suggests, I'm going to be building the Darius kit first. I have the diorder kit, but I'm going to save that for later. It's just not working out. And of course, like a minute adjustment ruins everything. That's gonna have to do for now. Oh, I moved the... God, my mouse moved the camera. I don't think... Okay. We're just gonna have to accept there's a tilt. Oh my god, my mouse moved in that camera. Oh, everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong. Man, tripod stands suck, huh? Anyway, this is what I'm going to be building tonight. The Silverhawk 3F1B space fighter. I never know where they get these model numbers from of the plane. Or the designation, or whatever. Oh my god. I'm back to fiddling with the camera again. How do I stop it from tilting that much? Never willingly get a tripod stand is what I'm learning from this. Alright, let's open it up. I guess I gotta get music playing though. But what music is the big question. Well, I mean, there's only one option for now, right? Hmm. Okay, we'll play through this playlist. It's going to include the sound effects, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. The first Darius soundtrack. That's it's going to be short, so we're going to have to Oh god, that's loud. I'm going to have to queue up Darius 2 later. Where's my... No, that's not it. Here it is. Okay. Classic. Classic. Okay. Let's actually start building now. Spending too much time fiddling with the camera. Okay. What do we got here? So we've got this. I have no idea what this is. Couldn't this just be in the manual? Hold on. I might Google Lens this particular docket here, whatever it is. The translation says there was an error in the assembly manual. We apologize and have made corrections as shown below. Huh. So whatever this piece is, it's going to be wrong in the manual. All right. I've never seen that before. I've seen this where you can order specific runners if you're missing some. And then you got the manual itself. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. You get a screenshot of the game of its ultra wide version that it is usually played in. You get the specs as well. I don't think the specs mean anything to me, but it's pretty cool. You get the color information as well, which I might follow when I go and paint this thing. Got parts lists. Okay. Seems simple enough. I wonder if I can complete this tonight. That'd be really cool if I could. Alright. Well, time to get started. So this is A and C. The glorious music of Darius 1. This is E. F. I could barely see the F. This one's C and D. Yeah. Alright, cool. Now it's time to get started. I thought I cut it so smoothly that I didn't even feel any resistance. So I thought I thought my knife was so sharp, but no, I just didn't even cut it. That was a little embarrassing. I wish I had a bigger table, honestly, but what can you do? Okay. Oh, I haven't opened the... I haven't used the action base that you gave me yet, Osadin. I didn't realize this. I guess I don't really buy action bases. The action base requires assembly. Like, it is a model kit of its own. Which is kind of surprising. But, you know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this is by Plum. It looks like it's the same. The plastic quality is expected from Plum in that it's not great, but you know, it works. It's serviceable. I'm planning on using the action base for my MG's 00 Razor. Oh god. For my 00 Razor. I think I'd be able to make a really good pose with the addition of the base. Okay, I guess I'll cut out the knobs and only the knobs. It looks like there's a bunch of other stuff I should probably cut, but I will just ignore those for now. In a way, I will probably speedrun this. Vaguely, I'll vaguely speedrun this. And not worry too much about the knobs. Because this is a kit I'm planning on painting, and that will require some sanding. And will require some sanding anyway, and I may as well only sand areas which are visible. So I'm not going to spend too much time on any singular knob, but that's always what I tell myself. That is always what I tell myself. I nearly stabbed myself there, by the way. Handle knives responsibly. Oh. Okay. Oh, I do want to show off a little bit of the tools that I got for my haul that I showed in the video last night. Specifically the bottle opener. Like, there's nothing... I don't know why, I'm just impressed by the cap opener for whatever reason. Even though it's really not that impressive. It was like, I had so much difficulty opening up these paint bottles that I had to use pliers, and the pliers would ruin the caps of the bottles. And I always felt a little bummed out by that. It didn't ruin them so much that it, you know, I cared. I cared that much, but... Oh god, this one's a bit annoying. But obviously I didn't want to damage the caps anymore, so I got that cap opener, and boy is that really useful. And the thing is, it's not going to be that useful any longer because I'm not really I'm not pouring paint from the bottle. I'm using a pipette to transfer paint to the airbrush or whatever, right? To minimize that exact problem of being unable to open the paint bottle because of dried paint. So I don't think I'll need to use the opener for any longer, but it was really useful when I had to open some bottles. So just assemble these together. Okay, easy enough. Oh, the music! This is pretty good. Nice. Good start. I'll just show it off. Okay, good example. So this one, it's pretty hard to open. I could, if I tried really hard, I bet I could open it because it doesn't seem that hard to open, but thanks to the technology of a rubber handle and a wrench, I can put this in here so I have a firmer grip. Honestly, this rubber grip here is kind of overkill. You kind of don't need this, but if you do need to use it, it's there and it's pretty helpful. You got these two openers. This one is for this specific bottle. This one is for a different one. You just put that in there and then you twist. Oh, this one's hard. Okay, maybe I could not have opened this with my hand. Okay. Oh, wow, this is hard. Okay, well, okay. I'm being shown up right now. Oh god, this one? Okay. Okay. Maybe it's not useful after all. It works so well for the other bottles. I'm actually sweating that this is not working right now. Like, this is exactly like, watch this cool combo that I learned in the fighting game, and now I can't do it because the pressure's on me. Oh my god, man! I opened it. Can you hear that? Oh man, that was super stock. Boy, am I glad I bought this then. Okay. Holy crap, the paint was just stuck there. I don't have time to clean it now, but I just wanted to demonstrate how useful this thing was, and clearly it is. It's very useful. I can't even... okay. And then we can just take it out, and there you go. It's done. I had to put... The tech without that is the rubber band. Oh, yeah. You need it, yeah, a rubber band would be nice if you don't have that rubber grip, but the rubber grip is pretty nice. You need a lot of rubber bands to make that work though, right? But also you need a plier, and I could open those with pliers. I've done it before, but it ruins the cap a little bit. So getting that particular wrench was so helpful. Alright, F and G. What the heck? The amount of professionalism in this packaging. Can you even... Is it even possible to see? Okay, here. Oh, wait. It's not possible to see unless I move the webcam, and I don't really want to remove the webcam. Okay, it might be a little hard to see. But if you notice, look at the seam of this plastic here. This is the top of the plastic. Look at the seam down here, and look at this length of plastic up here. The seam is angled. I've not seen that before. Luckily, I don't. Oh god! Don't drop your freaking knife. It doesn't matter, but like, wow. Clearly, this is not made by Bandai. We could say that much. We could actually legit say this is an indie company, kinda. Where we joke when we say Bandai is an indie company. Or, yeah, Namco. Wait, no, what's the Bamco? Yeah, there we go. Bamco is the shorthand. We joke when you say Bamco is an indie company, but I feel like Plum might be an actual indie company. Okay, so I need F, 4, and 2. I can't believe the amount of force I had to put on the that bottle there. That was actually, I had to put a lot of force. That was crazy amount. Oh wait, G. This one is B. This one is G. And then what I want, G4. The knife away. Okay. I do want to build the Diojo ship on stream. I'm definitely gonna do that. It's just I had this Darius kit for a while, unbuilt, so I figured I should start with this first. Oh god. I might cut it like this and use a knife actually. Usually I do a cut with the nipper via, like I do a perpendicular to the nub almost. Compared to the part itself, but I think this one might be a little bit scary to do that, so I'll just clean it up with a knife. Ideally, I'd be using a glass file for this transparent piece, I think. The knife is just so much faster. As long as you're skilled with the knife, cleaning up with the knife is really good. And the music in Darius is strange. So this one is meant to go with this. Okay. supposed to be inserted through here. What? Oh, okay. That. Okay. It's got some transparent pieces hanging out. And then here. Same deal here. Okay. Pretty flimsy on its own. This might take a while. I usually underestimate how long these take, honestly. Oh, what the heck? This is the base. We can just set down there. Okay. A3, B2, and A3. So far, I haven't. The plastic quality is a little better than the Rayforce one. The Rayforce one, I noticed some flash on some of the pieces, but I don't notice it here this time. And the color seems maybe more correct. Maybe the red is too red, actually. B2, B3. Okay. Oh, Undergate. Okay. Plum is cooking. The company Plum is cooking right now. Wasn't expecting an Undergate. That's pretty nice. Undergate knobs are kind of hard to remove, honestly, but fortunately, because they're undergate, they're gonna be hard, if not impossible to see on a completed model. Which makes sense, you know? We see a little bit with the outline of it. If you look at the side the undergate is on, there's like a bit of a visible outline that you can see, and that can kind of, if you're pedantic, it can kind of be annoying. But undergates are generally really good. I wonder if there's more undergates if it's an anime model kit. Because you don't... I don't know, I've no... I mean, I've got one human model kit that I've yet to build that I kind of do want to build on stream. Kinda. It's one of the characters from Witch from Mercury. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. No undergates here. Man, the music for Darius 1 gets better later in the game. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the Darius Stage 1 track, or the earlier stages that you play, but these later stages seem to be a lot better. I was thinking about buying some reading glasses for this, and I do have like a magnifying lens I could use that's not really in a glasses format. I could use that, but wearing reading glasses for so long can strain your eyes by quite a lot. So I choose not to really wear one for too long. I don't even have a copy. I don't even have a pair of reading glasses on me. There you go. I've got this, which is like you have a magnifying lens like right in front of you. I think I'll use it. Fortunately, I don't have to always wear it like a reading. Like with reading glasses, you have it on and you can't really look. You have to like adjust your glasses a little to put on your forehead so that you don't look through them constantly, because that's how you get eye strain. But I should probably just buy one at this point. So like that. What? That. Oh, that looks good already. Oh, wow. So the little piece I put in there, it's hard to see with the cameras, unfortunately, but there's a little transparent piece in between the slits of the two white pieces here. Looks pretty good. The effect's pretty nice. I think this is probably better than the Ray Force one I built earlier. I don't know how they made it better though. I don't know. Maybe this is just better designed, perhaps? Right. 13 and 17. Mic's in the way. I think I have to change the music. Is that a little container for my clippings? It is! It is. Even though some of the knobs have flown across in my room and haven't landed in the container. So that's not even representative of all the knobs that I cut out. Let me change the Darius 2 music for a second. But generally I try to keep it contained in this one container. I'm changing the soundtrack a little. Okay. Oh, I've already cut it out. I don't know. Nice. I just had to shut up for that line. Anyway, to this day, even though I built a lot of model kits, I still don't know how to prevent the knobs from exploding after you cut them sometimes. It just seems like it's random, honestly. I've never figured it out. You just recently started modding? Oh, nice! You've just been clipping it onto your desk. Maybe it's a much better idea. If you don't have a container, fortunately, you've got a box that the model kit comes in, and you can use the box itself as a way to store your nubs. You don't have to have like a specific container for this. In fact, this container is too small for nub collection. Because sometimes the nubs will just miss, and I still have to clean up my desk. See, like what just happened right now? Okay. Oh, maybe I should. The step up in music quality in the second game is already very noticeable. I might have to use the glasses for this. Even though it's an undergate and I shouldn't be spending that much time on it. You guys stop by some things you didn't even think of. That's usually how it goes with model kit building. I do tune in to other streams and I always learn something new. Like me using a knife instead of filing the nubs or using sandpaper on the nubs, I learned from another streamer. And well, it only works for me because I don't want to spend... It just exploded. See, what the nub just exploded and I don't know where it is. Anyway, yeah, I always thought sanding and filing was taking so much time just for nub removal. And I thought that process was pretty annoying until a streamer just cut the nubs using a knife and I was like, oh. That works out a lot better. Now to be fair, if you are painting kits, you have to sand. You do have to sand those nub areas. But if you're just doing a straight build, you don't. I don't think you need to. You need a sharp knife. If you have a blunt knife, it's not going to work. That's not to say that like sandpaper is very effective. It's just it's very time consuming. So I only do it for kits that I really wanna build. I really wanna paint, sorry. You put the big trash in the box, but you didn't think about the clippings for some reason? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't... The reason this knob container exists is because I didn't think about clipping the knobs into the box. I was like, oh, I'll just use a separate container, not realizing I had a perfect container ready to go. But of course, this kind of container is pretty nice just to see all the knobs that you've cut out over your modeling career. Having a specific container like this is nice. But if you don't care, then you can just put it in the box. It's not like these knobs will... I can't scratch build anything with these knobs. It's just there as like a reminder of what I've done. Okay, so I need a... Oh god, that's tight. Is that right? Yes, it is. Oh man, that's tight. Okay. Okay. It works. And then... There you go. Nice. You like the sentimental value of the clipping container? It's fun to see how full you can get it. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of kits have you built since you've just started? I remember my very first plastic kit I've ever built was the SD Gundam Barbatos, and it's not a really good quality kit, and it is an SD form. It was before the master grade SD kits that Bandai have been putting out recently. It was just like a cheap 12 Australian dollar kit. It was pretty... It's not good, but that was the very first kit I've ever built, and I've been hooked ever since. $14 and $15. Let me just cut out 9 and 8 as well while I'm at it. And the music in Darius 2 is good. I don't think I've even listened past this point. Darius 2 is a pretty hard game. Seriously don't know the pattern between knobs exploding out and just staying there. Oh, it exploded. What the heck? Is it because I went too fast there? There you go. You got one from a thrift store. It's a model helicopter, UH-60A Black Hawk to be precise. Oh, nice. I haven't really built a what is like a traditional, I want to say, model kit, like where it's just like a vehicle, a real world vehicle yet. But I've been slowly getting more interested in wanting to build those. There's a few motorcycles that, well, I say there's a few motorcycles I'm interested in, but I can't remember their names right now, so I guess not. There is the, there's a few planes that I want to build as well. The Japanese Shinden I want to build, because the Shinden is one of the planes that you can fly in Battle Garega, which is another shmup. So I want to build that as well. I wonder if it's possible to scratch build... Oh, hydrate? Oh. It's part of the fun, you never know when it's going to shoot off in what direction. Yeah, that's true. Nice. What was I saying? Oh yes, the Shinden plane is what I am probably gonna get later. If I can get an SU-40, is it 40 or 57? An SU plane of some sort, I would also grab if I can. You'd love to check out some Gundam models, but this one was, the Black Hawk was the one your mom got you. Are there any particular, do you watch Gundam at all, or are there any particular suits that catch your eye? If you're looking for a Gundam to build that's solely for the build experience, which doesn't mean much because you should build the Gundam that you think looks cool. But for the build experience, the newer generation of you can't go wrong with the latest generation of Gunpla. If you go older, they're not bad, but compared to the newer stuff is kind of crazy in quality right now. Like the GQX, the Witch from Mercury stuff is really good. For instance, look at this. You haven't actually seen any of the franchise at all? You just like the building? So this is my... Oh god. Oh, I thought it fell. This is my Gundam Caliban. I'm never good at... Okay, let me just hold it. Like this. This is my Gundam Caliban. This is from the Witch from Mercury. It comes with a base that you can display your Gundam for. And not many kits come with the base, so I was pretty surprised this came with ones, but it's pretty nice that it did. Usually Gunpla will have like will just be the Gunpla itself without the base. You keep that in mind, you do want to go more for the building. Yeah, this one's pretty good. It also has like the rainbow visor a little, which is pretty nice. That's not something you usually see. And there's not many... there's a lot of dust, but there's very few color correction stickers. Generally, for older kits, you're gonna see a couple of color correction stickers. But for recent kits, they've been pretty good about not having that sort of thing. I have to just... I should really buy a stand for this camera. Okay. Okay, what was I just doing? But yeah, you can't go wrong with the newer stuff. And that's just the HG kits as well. The HG kits of the recent franchises are really good. For like, if you really want top quality stuff, then you could always go for the master grade kits. The master grade kits are 1/100 scale, whereas the HG kits are 1/144. And yeah, the MG kits will have like very little color correction stickers, if any at all. There'll be like the properly colored plastic. They might even come with some decals as well, not stickers. And you get to build a frame of the... There's like a frame that you build as well when you do it MG. It's pretty nice. For just straight up build experience, MGs are really good. But they also are a lot more expensive, of course. I do have an example. Less stickers, go for the new ones, better build experience, and less stickers. Yeah, the MGs, yeah. For HG, the newer stuff is best. For MG, really any MG kit is going to be good. It's just the HGs you kind of have to, if you want build experience, go for the new stuff. And of course there's the RG. There is the real grade versions of the Gunpla. Those are good. Those are good quality. They're supposed to be the in-between of the HG and the MG, where it's like... Ooh, cut into the piece a little. RGs are supposed to be the in-between of HGs and MGs. But I find and the quality is representative of that, where they have 1/144 scale. And they look pretty good. But I find that the RG kits are pretty hard to build, because imagine like an MG style quality to the Gunpla, but they're smaller. So RG kits are generally more fiddly to build. So the build experience of those aren't great, but they look good. They look pretty good. It's just you wish you had... RG kits are the type of kits that you wish you had small hands. It's that kind of thing. There you go. Oh wait, no. If only I was any good at using the knife. You keep that in mind for something to save up for, yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me clean up this piece a little bit more. And then I'll show you an MG kit compared to a MG. I'll show you an MG versus an HG. Of the same Gunpla, even. Of the same suit. And then this. Probably don't need to clean up that much. I'll look at it later. But anyway, hope nothing breaks when I move these stuff. Yeah, so it's higher detail but also smaller, so it makes the details become fiddly. Yeah, so it's not a pleasant building experience. It's pretty annoying, but the quality is good. Anyway, so this is a good comparison. This is of the same suit. This is of the... oh god, the camera. This is of the Gundam 007 Sword G. The one on the right is obviously the HG, and the one on the left is the MG. So technically I haven't even finished the HG one because I haven't put any color correcting stickers on it because I plan to paint them later. But you notice there's like no stickers on this guy, but you have to put stickers to make this one look correct. Also the light is washing this out a little, so it's not looking that good. But yeah, that's the size comparison mainly. And the MG builds are generally pretty pleasant to build. The one on the right did have a lot of color correction stuff. Color correction stickers. And so yeah, you notice the headpiece there is white because I didn't put a sticker on it. And if I put a sticker on it, it would look kind of ugly. But this one is a red transparent plastic. And I've put a decal on it as well. So it looks much nicer. Very dusty. The RG is the HG size with the MG detail. Yes, that's correct. There is no RG version of this particular suit. But of another suit called the Exia, there is an RG version of that, but I don't have that. But yeah, that's just vaguely a size comparison. Put these back. Just my camera again. Oh god. Now I really wish I had a stand. And then there's another grade called Perfect Grade, which is what it sounds. It's in the MG size, so 1/100 scale, but it has even more detail on it and better quality plastic as well. Like even better. I haven't built one of those yet. I have one in my closet that I want to build later. Of the 7 Sword G. Of the 2 suits that I showed you already. So I'm building up like a grade collection for that particular suit. But yeah, Perfect Grade is ludicrously expensive, like 300 Australian expensive. Whereas the MG is like 100. 100 Australian. PGs, Perfect Grades, are generally 300 or more. So they're pretty expensive. But that's funny that I say that MGs are generally 100. The MG suit that I just showed you of the 7 Sword, the MG version of that, I got for like $50. 50 Australian. Because it was on sale, it was on clearance. And I was like, oh, I have to grab that because that's my favorite suit. So I got lucky there. So if you look for the right... If you look in the right stores, I guess, and you can get lucky and get like a really good discount. But generally, you're looking at like 90 or 80, 90 or 100 Australian for MGs. Some MGs go for 150 sometimes. So yeah, it's oh, like this. Oops. Oh, it is okay, like this. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, like that. Okay, I don't know why I made that more confusing for myself. Okay. Always love a discount, yeah. Thanks for coming back and love to see I saw making you move the camera. No, that's okay. I don't mind moving the camera. It's just reminding me that I really do have to get a stand for this camera. Oh god, because a regular tripod is not ideal for the sort of thing I'm doing. Because I'm just using a regular webcam that you use for like face cam stuff. And I have it on a tripod, but having stuff on the tripod is not really ideal for a building stream. E2. I always love a discount. That's not bad. You can see yourself spending that much on the Lego set, so you don't see the difference. Yeah, I've never really looked into Lego set prices, but yeah, usually the one thing that people mention about Gunpla building is that the kits are surprisingly cheap for what they are. That's usually the common, well, comment. That's the common comment that people make with Gunpla. And they're not wrong. Like if you look at Warhammer prices, they're like really crazy prices. The Gunpla is pretty good for the price. And yeah, to be fair, the pricing. Oh yeah, the pricing of HGs. For HGs, you're looking around 20 Australian to 50 Australian. Sometimes, depending on the availability of the kits or whether there's a lack of reprints or whatever. I basically said the same thing, but it's not always the higher quality grade it is, or the higher quality kit it is, the expensive it is. It's like maybe this kit doesn't have a reprint or whatever, you know? So yeah. Generally, when I buy HGs, a 30 Australian dollar amount is pretty good. When it goes more than that, like about 50, I've seen one for 50 Australian, and that's just a regular HG. And I'm sure it's like a good quality and all, but 50 is quite a bit more. So I imagine that kind of kit would be, there's a lack of reprints or whatever. Not many people are selling it, or it's a rare kit or whatever. So yeah, there's always the availability thing to consider with these kits. Okay, wait, hold on. Uh-oh. Ban that guy. Oh, you're back? Yeah, I usually play ads because I want to get rid of pre-roll, but if I could, I would love to just get rid of ads entirely, but Twitch enforces ads. Let's play this. Oh, this is arrange? Okay, I guess the arrange is fine. I was saying something with something about HG prices, I think. They're like, oh god, sorry. I interrupted the music. Something about HG prices. Generally for HG prices, you're looking around 20 Australian, or between 20 Australian or 50 Australian. 50 Australian is quite a lot for an HG kit, but that's generally because the kit might be rare and doesn't have that many reprints. You're always battling availability whenever you're buying a kit. There's some older kits which are widely available because they have reprints. They're really popular suits as well, like the gun tank. You might see a gun tank be pretty popular, or the suit that they're based on is not that popular. Like the gun tank. The gun tank is the common suit that I like to mention when it comes to that. So yeah, take my prices with kind of a grain of salt, kind of. Because yeah, I'm only really speaking generally. There's a lot of exceptions. That's a really tight fit. Almost too tight. There you go. It already looks really good. Look at that. This is I think this is higher quality than the Rayforce one. Oh, that can snap off. The tip of this can snap off easily. Holy crap. I have to be a little careful there. I hope there's like a... No, there is a way to reinforce it at least. But yeah, if you follow the guides and you have like a pretty good general rule of thumb, and then you can start to deal with the specific parts of a particular kit within their grade. Oh, that's 16. Oops. I am playing Darius Gaiden music, by the way. E1 F1. Oh, and I am using two nippers for a reason. This is a God Hand. I'm sure the availability for models around here in the first place, so you just have to take what you can get. Yeah. Availability of models here isn't the best, so you take what you can get. Yeah. But yeah, just follow the grades and you will be good, I think. HG expect pretty decent quality, MG expect really awesome quality, PGs are even better than that, RGs are good quality but fiddly, and generally you'll be pretty good with those generalizations. Yeah, I'm using two nippers because my blue nipper is a God Hand SBN 120, I believe it's called. And it's a really hard... the nipper material is really tough or really hard, so that it retains its sharpness for a lot longer than regular nippers, and it's sharper as well. Oh my god, I got jump scared by the audio. It's better quality than most other nippers. It like glides through the nubs, and because it's so sharp, it doesn't leave much of a nub mark on the piece itself, so it's pretty nice. But if I use it on everything, if I use this nipper on everything, then it would eventually lose its sharpness quite fast. So that's why I have this pretty bad nipper right here, just so that I get the rough cuts out of the way first, and then I can do more precision work with the with the God Hand. Okay. Oh, it exploded. Oh, I have to be a little careful here. Surely that's good enough. Fancy nippers. Yes, so fancy that they're pretty expensive. Some people would think possibly too expensive for their hobby. It's the kind of nipper you get if you're going to be building a lot of model kits later, which I was, so I figured this is a worthwhile investment. And it is. But if you're just like casually building stuff, you don't need them. But boy, is it nice to have them. The other for finishing details, yeah. I still even finish details with the knife. You could just use one for rough cuts and then finishing cut, and then the knife to do your cleaner removal or sandpaper or glass file. There's many ways to go about nub removal. I just, but with the God Hand, it's really fast. This way? Really? Yes, this way. Really? It's like a huge gap between... Yeah, that doesn't seem right. What did I do wrong? Oh, I put it on the wrong hole. Okay, that explains it. Maybe pay attention to the instructions more. See, I still make mistakes, even though I've been doing this for a while. The most important part to realize is that this is just plastic. It's not like your whole life depends on it. So if you screw something up, no big deal. You can fix it up later. Although fixing this part up is kind of annoying. Okay, there you go. Nice. Oh man, that looks good. That looks really good. Damn. Let me bring out my Ray Force kit. This is one that I built earlier by the same company, and I also painted it. I guess looking at it now, it does look pretty good. But when I built it, I noticed that the plastic was pretty low quality. Wow, there's a lot of dust on it. But yeah, wow. Looks pretty good. Man, am I glad that I'm building this Darius kit now. What part are you looking at? I'll just have this in the... Just put this here. There you go. Get rid of the lid. You won't if you're talking about the plastic flash that was on this kit, you won't see it because I've painted this. I've painted all of the red parts and the gray parts, so you won't see the flash, the transparent part of the plastic that you should remove on this. You won't see it here, but it was on this kit before and it didn't look great. But it doesn't seem like it has. It doesn't seem like this kit has any, even though it's by the same company. So this might be just like a later. This might be like a later model from Plum that they refined their techniques and made it a much better build. I figured they were for the professionals. Oh, I am definitely not a professional. If you, there are people online that do this stuff like they have these really crazy techniques that I can't replicate at the moment. It's insane how good these guys are, but I guess that's always the case. There's always someone better than you in anything. And boy, is that the case in this hobby. I am pretty far from a professional. I haven't even entered any tournaments, really. Oh, what part of the ship? So, here, oh god, like, okay, let me move the light a little. So you see how these tips here? These tips used to be at the tip very, they were transparent. Like you could see through them without even needing a bright light to see through them. You can't see through them now because I've painted over them. But it was like yeah, it was not good. Like compared to Bandai kits where they don't have any of that, this was the first kit that I saw that did have it. Which is not great, but also for me it didn't matter because I was going to paint it anyway. But if you were just doing a straight build of this is probably not the best kit to have. But if you like the ship that the series is from, I'd still say it's worth it. Oh, not that. Oh, sorry. You don't know the game, so you don't know what it's supposed to do. Is it a cockpit or something you have? Yeah, so I built the cockpit. So that's... sorry. Yeah, this is the cockpit. So that's the canopy right there in the middle that has like a visor. And then later I'll add the wings here, and then the guns will be underneath. I'm surprised that it doesn't look more like a fish, because the ship that this is from, Darius, you're fighting a lot of bosses that are fish. So I'm surprised the ship itself doesn't look more like a fish, but... where am I at? A12. Oh, A12 too. Yes, it's Silverhawk, yeah. It's a hawk. That's why it's... yeah. I guess it's to differentiate from the fish bosses that you usually fight. Like, you're not a fish yourself, so you're not an enemy kind of deal. It eats fish. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. You made a very good point there. And all the music I'm playing is from the franchise that this ship is from, Darius. The main gimmick, I suppose. The main let's just say gimmick. The main gimmick of the Darius games is that they usually are played on an ultra wide screen. In the arcades, they did ultra wide by placing 3 screens together horizontally, and you had to play through the shmup. you have to play the game that wide. So as an example, in the manual itself, it even shows a screenshot. Oh god, can I fold this? Okay. The branching path is the main gimmick, yeah. So you already know about Darius, yeah. The branching path is the main gimmick, yeah, but I think the ultra-wide part of the game is the most memorable part to me. Not necessarily the branching paths, but yeah. Imagine 3 CRT screens put together to make this effect. It's pretty cool. Even though my favorite Darius game is G Darius, I prefer G Darius the most. The ultra-wide stuff is pretty cool. Not really done in any other shmup. Boy, it's loud. You were the one that recommended building a Silverhawk? Oh yeah! You were. Like, I was considering either the Diojo ship building stream or this, but I decided on this one. And I think it turned out for the best. I don't think, is there any real difference between the Darius ships between each game? Because this is technically from the first game, but if you ask me, I can't find any difference between the ships. There's probably like some specific paneling or whatever, but it's not like the Ray Storm versus Ray Force ship, where it's like a noticeable difference. With the Silverhawk, there's not much difference, I don't think. I could be wrong though. They're slightly different, but not really. It's like Big Viper. Yeah, that's what I figured. And kind of R-type in a way. R-type's kind of the same too. There's not that much of a difference. Okay, this is an interesting part that I probably will have to sand later. This is higher quality. This is a higher quality build than the Ray Force one, which I'm surprised by. So I guess if I were to recommend a shmup kit, it would be the Silverhawk, which I guess that makes a lot of sense. Silverhawk is a nice looking ship. Only reasonable that it has the best build quality. Cut into that a little. You just keep quiet, you have no clue. Oh no, that's okay. Usually whenever I choose my model kits, they are model kits of things I know. Whether it's like a show I watched or a game that I've played, those are generally the kits that I like to build or buy to build later. Of course, there are other people who feel differently, of course, and they will just buy the gunpowder that looks the coolest, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or the vehicle they find really cool. Like you don't have to have an emotional attachment to something to build a kit. Unlike me. I am definitely the odd one out here. It's not going to be much fun to try and disassemble this to paint later. Oh, I can see the nubs. What the heck? No, those are not nubs. What is that? Wait. The X-ray looks pretty cool though. Yeah, I painted it myself. Hold on a second. Oh. There's some bubbles. Oh, there's some bubbles left over from the manufacturing process. Uh-oh! Some have not learned their lesson. So I guess if I'm gonna paint this later, I'm gonna have to sand it. It's not very visible because it is white on white, but that's gonna show when I'm painting, so I'm gonna have to sand that later. But yeah, I painted this XA, which is why it looks pretty good. When you just build it by itself, the colors are wrong, the plastic isn't the highest quality. A straight build of the XA doesn't look great, in my opinion. Of course you could be satisfied with that and there's nothing wrong with it. But for me, as someone who has access to painting supplies, I had to paint it. Like how I'm going to paint this Darius later. And I'm going to add a little bit of weathering. You don't have the patience of other things, but you love designs? Yeah. Oh, modeling does require a good amount of patience. And I guess it like depends on how much you care about the nub removal. You can just like not care about the nub removal and kind of just go ballistic and can just go like, you can just do this, you can go snip, 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 and then you're done. You could do that. You could do that, but I like to at least clean up a little bit. Even though what I just did was optimal. If you were a patient person, you would not play shmups. I guess that's fair. I'm a bit of both, I guess. I'm patient, but I guess that patience has ruined me in shmups because I'm really bad at panic bomb. I'm really bad at doing reactions, I guess. Did origami as a kid? Yeah. I did origami as a kid too. I think that has to be some correlation between doing origami as a child and then doing model kit building later. I'm sure there's some correlation because I did that as a child as well. Okay, this is right. Nice. Oh, the wings are movable because of the joint here. Origami is just paper modeling, yeah. That is true. Even though the only thing I learned how to make was a paper crane. I just like building the paper crane. Whenever I had the chance in the classroom. I was just completely satisfied with that. D4, D3. It looks so good already. I could just keep it like this and I'll be happy. And then save the build for later if I wanted to. This is a top tier design, I gotta say. D? Oh, it's under here. Oh! Stuff just fell. Besides with Transformers, I love having one thing turning into something else. Oh, did I? I guess, did I ever have a Transformers? I think one of my friends did. Was it one of my cousins or was it one of my friends? I think it was one of my friends. They had a Transformer and I thought it was cool. I watched the Bionicle movies as well. That's not related at all. But I felt like I had to mention that. But yeah, it's Did I just ruin that piece a little? I don't know. So Origami was turning if that's going to limitless possibilities. You had a lot of Lego kits as a kid, but you just like having toys you could customize. I don't know if I've ever had Lego, but yeah, playing with Lego, I never built anything with a Lego thing though. I never had a kit. I always had like loose pieces. But I remember that being pretty fun. I will say I don't have as much patience as I probably should. Because sometimes there'll be a part of a painting project that I'll do that I'm just like, I'll just lazily do this or whatever, or I'll just speed through this quickly. Even though I should spend more time on it. And often it comes out looking not that good, but I don't want to spend any more time on it because I want to move on to the next project. I have been guilty of doing that. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, what? I just fell. Good, I'm gonna have to sand this as well. Lots of sanding to be done. Nice, I put on the thrusters there. Yeah, you watch the original show as a kid and then the movies, and then after the movies you were addicted to Bionicle when Lego became anime. Yeah, I watched the first movie, The Mask of Light, and I thought that was okay as a kid. C13. I'm surprised I never got into Transformers because it kind of did seem like the thing I would like, but I guess I never had the opportunity. I guess anime took over my interests at that point. And anything made by a Western company, I guess I wasn't that interested at that point. Let's see, G. Man, these soundtracks are not very long, are they? I guess I'm gonna move on straight to G Darius, but the G Darius soundtrack is not gonna last as long either. Okay, let's move on. Transformers is JP though? Is it Hasbro? Yeah, it's Hasbro, right? So yeah, I guess so. But usually the Western cartoon of the cartoon that people think of for Transformers, was that made in Japan? Sorry, I'm changing the music right now. There you go. I know there's an anime series of Transformers that is animated more like a super robot genre though. I haven't watched that, but that does seem pretty interesting to watch. Because it's just like super robot craziness combined with Transformers. And that just looks really, it looks out of place because I don't usually associate Transformers with super robot stuff. The original cartoon was in Japan, the later movies were American. Oh, I see. I did not realize the cartoon was Japanese as well. in the old days. I didn't know that either. B4. I thought that was done by a Western company for some reason. I guess I just assumed it was. B4. And by the movies, you're talking about the Michael Bay ones, right? There's the CG animated one that came out recently that I wanted to watch, where it was like the Optimus Prime and Megatron origin story, kinda. That's what it seemed like to me. I want to watch that one at least. That one does seem pretty good. Nice. So I inserted that orange part there and I added a fin. Nice. So starting out with Japanese, the toys were from a Japanese brand too, Takami. Transformers 1, yes, that's the one. I should have known it was called Transformers 1. That one was good. Yeah, I've heard many good things about it, and it seems like something I would probably like. So I want to watch it at some point. That piece feels pretty solid. Even though there's some flaws with the plastic quality, the actual build of it is pretty good. Nothing feels like it will just fall off. It feels like everything attaches pretty tightly. It's pretty nice. Except for this top red part here, which I assume will be staying in place with the whatever comes on top here. The fin. Oh, okay, well that's the thing I'm building right now. It was part of an IP trade between Toei and Marvel, with Toei getting Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I've heard of the Toei getting Spider-Man part, but I didn't realize Transformers was included part of it. I didn't know there was a Transformers part of the story. I was aware of the Spider-Man part. That's crazy. I should watch Japanese Spider-Man as well. A series I've been wanting to watch for a while now. There's always more to there's always more to learn, especially in this hobby. There is so much to learn. Glasses are coming down. Do you like tokusatsu shows? Yeah, are you familiar with tokusatsu stuff, Morster? Mortser, sorry. VHS dubbed Gundam is also pretty funny. I should probably watch that. As a Gundam fan, I feel like I should. Like, I'm entitled to watch it. Like, I have to. Is that a mosquito? I hope it wasn't. Oh, if you ask, oh, go. Sorry, if you're asking me if I like tokusatsu shows, yeah, I do. Kamen Rider Black is my favorite one so far. It used to be Kamen Rider Kuga, but Kamen Rider Black is just the perfect level of camp and seriousness in the story that, yeah, it's just good. It has really good music, has pretty decent stunts for the time. It has a goat pissing out fire, so you can't go wrong there. It has a goat monster pissing out fire. Ah! Although, to be fair, when I say I like tokusatsu shows, I guess I generally mean I like Kamen Rider. I haven't really explored tokusatsu shows beyond Kamen Rider. And Power Ranger Samurai does not count. I did watch some episodes of that, and that was available on TV, but that doesn't count. Okay, hold on a second. I did not clean the knobs properly. I got too complacent. Should be okay for now. Oh, I scratched the thing. Not a big deal. You haven't watched much Gundam. If you ever saw, you gotta do it the right way on the CRT TV and a VHS tape. Are you gonna go that far? You don't watch any mainstream anime. You had made a goat peeing fire. Oh yeah, let's show the BRB screen real quick. Here we go. You tried watching a couple of Ultraman series, but you couldn't get into it. They're too child targeted. Oh yeah, I've not watched Ultraman myself, so I've got no comment. But yeah, this is the two stuff. The two gifts in the corner are of the goat pissing out fire. The one on the top right is from Kamen Rider Black 2. Wait, sorry, Kamen Rider Black RX. I knew I said something wrong there. Yeah, really awesome series. And the jokes don't even stop there. Where's my... Here it is. Back to building. Okay, I ruined the fin a little. I was too... I guess I should have sanded it. I was too overzealous with the knife. It's not gonna really show on the... I like to think it won't show on the camera, but it's the sort of thing that I'll need to fix. Yeah, I'll need to fix it when I actually paint it, but not a big deal right now. Whoa, look at that! That already looks amazing. Damn. It doesn't even need wings, and I'm pretty happy with this. It's got its cool mohawk. Oh, this is the one. This is part of the manual where it has like an incorrect info. Oh, that's for 17. Okay. This is not this docker here is usually not in other kits. It's just in this kit for some reason. All it says is that there's this section here in the manual that's wrong, and that this piece of paper is showing what's correct, which is the one on the left. I've not seen that before. It needs wings? Oh, I'll give it wings. But, man, I look how great it looks already, man. Okay, I need, I think it's likely I'll finish this tonight, because sometimes I don't finish a model, sometimes I don't finish a model in one stream, but this does seem like it's completable in one. I do have to get a move on though. B13, B12. F3, G1. Oh god. No! Stuff is just falling. Okay. Here's the correct way to do it. The only difference is I haven't even shown the correct way. I need to use some plastic cement on the fin itself, so that when I close it together, it will create like a... It will melt the plastic in between the seam so that I can sand it later. G1. These are really small pieces. Or I can use some plastic putty to conceal the seam later. There's a lot of ways to do it. I want to do the plastic cement way first, because I want to remove the seams anyway. It does mean if I use plastic cement, that piece is going to be stuck together permanently. So that will be like obviously not something I want to do right now when I'm... At the moment, I just want to build the thing, take a good look at it, and figure out how to paint it from there. If you try and paint the kit from while you're building it, I find that it's hard to visualize how you paint individual pieces. You gotta look at the... I feel like it's more helpful to look at the kit as a whole. Of course, there's people who do it differently. There's obviously going to be people who do it differently to me, but for me, I like to see the whole thing first. This particular track is so wild, yeah then... Not really something you would expect for boss music in Darius, but Oh, it works. It surprisingly works, I think. And of course I say I should have sanded a particular part or filed a particular parts, but I still end up not doing it because I'm lazy. I know somebody who's like using who sands every knob they come across, and they find that's relaxing. And yeah, it is very relaxing to sand all that. But yeah, it's pretty time consuming. It exploded. All these knobs on the... Okay. And then this one I need to clean up. A part of the skill in modeling is just figuring out what parts of the kit you need cleaning up and what parts don't. Sometimes you just need to accept that this part of the model will look at because that nobody will look at it, right? That's just how it goes. If you try and if you try and fix everything, you can spend a lot of time on a kit and it might not be fun. It might not be a fun experience if you do that. So pick your battles, I guess, is my advice. But yeah, oh, this is a good time to bring out one of the tools I bought. So here it is. It doesn't focus on time. I really have the best. You know how I have the best grasp on the first place, so having time pass doesn't matter. It always feels long when you don't like what I'm doing. Yeah, that's fair too. I've got the Hasagawa Tri-Tool. Let's see how useful it is. Oh! Things exploded in more ways than one. Luckily, it was none of the parts. If I wasn't trying to show everything on this table, I would have a lot more space. Fancy tool. We'll see how fancy it is because I haven't really used it yet. So there's a rubber tip on this tool and it allows me to pick up these small pieces. So can you, so you see the small piece here? Right here. Oh, look at that! That's pretty hype. But of course I need to put it into the piece I want to though. Okay, so it goes like this. Oh, okay, so I guess what I need to do with this is you still need two hands to take it off of the tool because it is stuck by rubber. I guess releasing the part from the tool is the hardest part. But once you get it, you get it. Nice. Oh no, okay. I feel like I would have a faster time doing that with my hands, but only because I know how to do that with my hands. There's a trick to it. Yeah, you have to find a way to release it from the tool itself. This is the first time I'm using this, by the way, so forgive me if I'm really bad at using this. Oh my god. This is really hard. I guess like any tool, you need to know how to use it right. Oh, that is a knob. Oops. I thought there was like a suspicious amount of plastic coming from one of the pieces, but it turns out it was a knob that I had to remove. Oops. Okay, well, let's fix that. Let's fix that. That's my bad. I knew I should have removed it, but I don't know. I don't really have an excuse. Let's try that again. Nice. It worked out. And it has these, I don't even know if this will show up in the camera. Like if you can see the blue transparent part in there and the orange on the side. That's what it accomplished there. That's pretty cool though. Yeah. Okay. This tool is helpful, but it requires a bit of like, I guess it's only hard because you're using it specifically for precision part placement. And precision part placement is going to be hard anyway. So, yeah, okay. That's pretty helpful though. I'm gonna use more of that later. Oh, look at that. That's a completed runner. Nice. Already done. Oh wait, that's not done. What the heck? What did I chuck that for? There's still more pieces on it. Fiddly details, but yeah, in person they look pretty good. It's just I'm a little worried on how the hell I'm gonna paint this thing. Because yeah, the details look good. I think this is a much better kit to build straight out of the box and leave on display compared to the Rayforce one that's I'm displaying right there. But I can just imagine painting this being kind of annoying because then I have to like consider the fiddly details on it. Oh, it exploded. Even though I had pretty decent success with the precision tool, you don't need it. Just use your hands. As like your hands may be clumsy and big, but I only bought the tool because the opportunity to include it with my package presented itself, and it was pretty cheap. So I was like, I may as well get it and try it out. And it's pretty helpful. Cleaning these ones is kind of annoying because it is a flimsy piece, so I don't want to put too much force on it. You love the clear plastic bits? Reminds you of a feature some of the Transformers had. They had clear plastic eyes with pathways for light to shine through. Oh, is that an app thing? Yeah. So there is. I should probably have a... I think I can... Oh god. I do have streamer bot, so I can probably find a way to have an ad message. Should probably figure that out. My hands are sweaty. Yeah, I manually run ads every hour so that it gets rid of the nasty pre-roll ads that new viewers get sometimes. I wish there were no ads, but what can you do with Twitch? What the heck? This precision tool is not being very precision right now. Okay, there you go. Nice, that's done. And then this is the one that's apparently a mistake. It's gonna be sunrise soon if you're not careful. I don't know if I can finish until then, unfortunately. It's gonna take a while. Like, I may be able to build this in one stream, but the whole stream's gonna be 4 hours, I think, in total. C5, C4. 26. I kinda did that wrong. I didn't cut it right. So now that... yeah, now there's some stress marks. The knob was tilted onto the part itself, so now there's some gnarly stress marks on it. It's okay, I cleaned it up though. Sort of. I cleaned it up. Okay. Don't mind how long you'll be on for, you just worry you'll forget to go to bed. I often do that, I'll be honest. I am guilty of doing that. If I speed up, I can probably finish in an hour, but... I'm not gonna speed up. Oh, I didn't clean this one. Oops. Wow. That looks pretty good for just 3 plastic pieces. It's like a proper piston. I can't turn it? I guess not. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about turning it then. Take your time, you don't want your hurting yourself with a knife or something? Oh, I've already done that. You don't need to... Not tonight though, but... you don't need to worry about that. Even if it does happen, it's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be catastrophically... like something has to go really wrong for me to mishandle a knife that bad. Even when I'm speeding up. My hay fever symptoms are alleviating at least. If I were doing this in the middle of having hay fever, then that could be dangerous. Because the one thing that happens when I have hay fever is I lose my patience. Consistently. I wonder if I should replace the knife now so I have a sharper blade to use. I have heard of some people changing blades in the middle of a kit just so that they are able to use a really sharp blade for this sort of stuff. And I do have a lot of spare blades, but I kind of don't want to just be that wasteful. Even though it is a good idea. Yeah, one wrong sneeze, yeah. It is hay fever season here in Australia, so that's why I'm particularly worried about it. I wouldn't say I'm more susceptible to it than other people, but I'm particularly vulnerable to it. Like I will always catch it around this time, and I have. It's particularly annoying to me. Alright, so that's 17 done, so we can throw this away. A2, A4. Just this piece. Okay. Now that I think about it, it is kind of dangerous the way I'm holding the knife, huh? Or using the knife. Now that I think about it. I'm using it like this, and I'm trying to shave off the knob just by doing that kind of motion. That is kind of dangerous. But I don't know, I've just been doing it that way for quite a while, and I've very rarely had an accident, so I don't know. It works for me. Okay, that requires some painting. That's cool. And sanding. And then this. Oh, nice. Looks pretty good already. Let's go up closer. Okay, well, the focus doesn't want to cooperate. OSHA certified procedure? Yeah. In this room, there's no such thing as an OSHA violation. Everything is certified here in this particular room. Trying to hide the seams on this kit might be annoying. And, well, I have to see. I have to see the whole kit. Because sometimes those seams are hidden so well, it's no point trying to worry about that later. I just need to identify it now. I just need to identify them full build. There's quite a bit of seams here, and there's some mold lines, but I don't think the mold lines are going to be visible. Why are you not going in smooth? There you go, okay. I guess I must have not placed it right. Oh, what? Oh, this is a good track. Oh, I really did not place that right. Whoops. I had to turn it the other way around. There you go, that's much better. Where we're going, we don't need ocean manuals, that's right. I'll blow all the plastic dust on my desk without worrying about dust being in the air and filling my lungs. I don't actually do that, but like, you know, that there have been the times where I was sanding some plastic and I've kind of done that. Just not too... I do it on a small scale. I guess, actually, the smaller the plastic, the worse it is, actually. Maybe I shouldn't do it at all. I should maybe just not blow any plastic dust in my room whatsoever, even if I have a mask on. And the other piece. Yeah, exact line of thinking come up when you were working too, yeah. I should know better, but yeah, I just forget to be safe. That's usually how accidents happen anyway. But you know what? Maybe OSHA is a good thing to have. No. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe no. OSHA is just too much work, you know? I'm already too busy trying to build this kit. You think I have enough time to worry about health? No. Of course not. Okay, oh, let's do more, okay? Oh, it's just those two pieces. Nice. But how solid this kit is, or how solid this model is, it's surprisingly not that many pieces to it. I've worked on HG Gunpla that I've spent more time working on than this. And this is not even an HG thing. What I mean by solid, by the way, is that it doesn't feel hollow, is what I'm trying to say. There are some Gunpla kits that do feel kind of hollow. But this Silverhawk does feel like a block of plastic. Like this here, that's a block of plastic. So, this is pretty promising so far. Oh, OSHA, too much work. It sounds like a good tagline for them. Oh, oops. Look, knobs are coming at me towards my face. I don't need safety glasses. I wonder if anyone actually wears safety glasses just because of the knob explosions that can happen. I mean, it is a possibility. Stick that there. And then once I cut this out, I'm done with... Oh! Wow, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I wonder if it's due to plastic quality. The lighter ones are probably low quality, low density plastic. That's true too. The quality of this plastic's not too bad. There's no flash on it. But I also mean the build, because sometimes when I build a ship like this, sorry, it's hollow in the middle, right? And when I whack this, it doesn't feel hollow. It feels like there's something in it. Which, it feels like there's a frame in it, which is kind of crazy. Because I know there isn't. And also, it's also the fact that the plastic is kind of... The pieces are tightly compacted in this build. If that makes any sense. Like you can see with this particular piece here, there's hardly any gap in between this wing piece here. Like it's one piece, but there's two pieces, sorry, but there's only a tiny gap there. So I think that contributes to the density as well. Okay. Oh, we finished with the A sheet, so throw that away. Even though these are undergates are the hardest to clean up, but they also probably don't matter all that much. I nearly stabbed myself there, by the way. I nearly pricked my finger there.
Meditation.
Whew, okay. I don't know why, but I was immediately like, they ripped you off. Maybe it's an American in me. I did feel a little ripped off when I built the Ray Force kit. But I'll only feel ripped off if it's hard for me to feel ripped off unless it's like ludicrously expensive, because I'm going to be painting these things anyway. And when it comes to painting, it kind of doesn't matter what the quality of the plastic is, right? When you paint something, it's like entirely within your control what you do. So these days I don't feel ripped off. I know it. I have felt ripped off when I was buying these kits before. When I was buying a, what was it called? A Barbatos Full Mechanics model kit, where it's in the size of an MG, but the quality is like an HG. It's weird. I felt ripped off when I made that, but these days, since I have access to paint, I don't have to worry about plastic quality so much. Plastic quality only matters if you're doing a straight build and you're not going to do any painting on it. The intro for that last song was awesome. Yeah, this is this whole soundtrack is from G Darius. G Darius is my favorite Darius game in the franchise, despite the fact it's not really, it doesn't really the only thing it shares between the other Darius entries really is the branching paths. It doesn't have the ultra wide screen that the other Darius games have, except for Darius Gaiden, sorry. So it's a bit of it's almost the odd one out, but I still think it's the best one. Best music, best stages, best bosses. Not my favorite shmup ever, but G Darius is up there. Oh god, it exploded again. There's a lot of undergates in this build. That's pretty good, actually. Undergates are really good because they are able to hide the knob marks that you've made. You don't get to see the knob mark you made because they're under the piece that you never see anyway. I'm surprised there's so many of them in this kit. This is much better design than the Ray Force one. Kind of just like speeding through this at the moment. I feel like I'm nearly done. Still a few pieces left, obviously, but I'm pretty close to done. It sounded cool. You weren't really a shmup guy. The most you played was Galaga. Oh, I haven't even played Galaga myself. Galaga is a really old shmup. I've never played that game. It is hard. It is an arcade shmup after all, but I think it has the coolest visuals, music. It's just enjoyable to play, really. But of course, this is the opinion from a shmup guy, so take that with a grain of salt. The cool thing that you can do in G Darius is you can use a capture ball to capture enemies to make them fight for you. That's yeah, it's pretty cool. What the hell am I gonna play now? Oh, I forgot. There's another Darius game. Darius Burst. I need to play that. Oh yeah, Orisulan, by the way, remember that music video that I watched when I played Street Fighter the movie, the game, and it played in the credits? Yeah, that got copyright struck. To no surprise. No surprise there. I had a really good feeling it was, and I was right. Okay, there you go. This soundtrack is from Darius Burst. Darius Burst is probably my third favorite Darius game out of the 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 5 Darius games. Yeah, it was nice. When I saw the notice on YouTube, I was like, wow, that is so funny. I don't typically like to play vocals on my stream because it is pretty distracting, but I'll make an exception here. Oh, it's done. This one's done. Oh, don't do that. Holy crap. The amount of cleanup I have to do, and my whole desk is a mess as well. Even with this container of knobs, I still make a mess. It's just inevitable. It's an inevitable part of hobby building. Oh. I'm kind of speeding this up now. Wait, hold on. Man, my hands are so sweaty. Is it? Yeah, it's clean enough. Shouldn't worry too much about cleaning up right now. Okay. Those pieces are done. Oh, and we're done with this sheet as well. Wow, this is quick. I didn't expect this to be so short. I thought I'd spend more time building this. Oh god. It's weird that this one has lyrics. I only recognize those lyrics halfway through. I was like, what's this new voice I'm hearing? Yeah, this is from...
Cryptocurrency investing.
Whoa! What the heck? What? That was part of the playlist? Why are they talking about cryptocurrency? That's not part of the OST. What the heck? Let's find another playlist. That was crazy. Okay, this one is the right playlist. What the heck? Freaking YouTube recommending me the wrong playlist. I would have never thought that cryptocurrency was connected to Darius. Now to connect the wings together. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. I'm doing this for a while. Oh, that's the wrong... Oh, great. Now it's hard to pull out. There you go. What? Is there a way? Oh my god, there's a... of course there's a correct way to put it. Wow, the manual is not clear on how to position. Is that? The manual does not go into detail on how to connect these. That's kind of an oversight. That. Like that. No. No. Okay, okay. Reset, reset. So like this. It doesn't even tell me the right orientation. Like this. Like... No, that's wrong. That's... What? Is there naturally some sort of gap in the wing? Because okay, look at this. That's the way the manual wants me to connect it. You see how there's a noticeable weird gap? Oh, not gap, but like the position of the white part of the wing seems wrong. But that's how they want me to connect it. Like it's shifted over to the right too much. Let me try a different. What? This is not making sense. This manual is so not clear. So it's definitely supposed to go in like that. That makes sense. Thing is, even if it's not aligned, if I put it the other way around, it's obviously doesn't fit right. Unless I'm... What's going on here? Did I screw something up somehow? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I guess I'll trust it. It probably looks like that. I'll trust it for now. It doesn't look like it's aligned. It's sort of aligned over here, but I guess it's just how it's supposed to look. But if I do touch it up here, oh, there you go. Wait, no, what? Okay, that looks a little better. So it must be... It has to be something I'm doing wrong. So I aligned the white part first. The gray... There's like a spot in the white wing that aligns with the gray part, and then I'll just attach that to the red part of the wing. Okay, that looks more right. There you go. The pieces got mixed. They're the same pieces. Like the pieces here, the 3 pieces in each of these wings are the same piece. Like they're the same pieces. I think. They're not. They're not. They're not. Okay, you're right. You're right. I got them mixed up. I guess I'm getting tired. In fact, there's no guessing. I am getting tired. I didn't even clean this up properly. Okay, it's... Okay, never mind. I did clean it up. Okay. And now... Touch that there. Look at that. The guns look pretty cool. Look at that. Just imagine this. Oh, yeah. Just imagine the wings being attached. It's already cool. B9. Is this the last? Oh no, it's not the last one, but it's coming together. It looks so cool already. B9, B7. And probably not clean that up. Now we get away with it. And what's being asked here? This? It's not really going in. Maybe the other wing. Oh, there you go. It went in. The extra gun went in. That's nice. Now we're going to do the other one. That goes in here. Goes in. Why is it so hard to attach? Oh, there you go. Attached. And we'll attach it to the wing. Oh my god, look at that. Look! It's not even done and it looks like it's done. Sweet. Oh, don't put it upside down though. It can kind of stand on its own. It's flimsy though. Making it stand on its own is kind of like it has some flex to it if I do that. Alright. What else? B6, B10. B6. Oh, G's. We're finally using the G's. Yeah, yeah, it's already. I'm pretty happy with this. I gotta build the base too. It comes included with the base, so we gotta build the stand as well. I wonder if I should paint the stand as well. I haven't painted the stand for this. This is just plastic. Wall plastic for the Rayforce one. But painting the stand could be a nice touch. This one's kind of dangerous to use my knife on, and my knife is getting dull already. This is probably the point where I would probably change out my knife, but there's no need. Yeah, maybe I should paint the base. It wouldn't be too hard to do either. I don't know what to paint it though. Probably just a pure metal base, perhaps. A pure metallic base or stand could look pretty cool. I could also add some paneling to it. I'm a little afraid of doing some paneling to it because that involves scribing some details onto the base, and like I have a scriber, I can do it, but I'm a little afraid to. But I guess in this hobby you can't be afraid to try out new things. You'll never get anywhere if you don't try out new stuff, so I guess I'll have to try later. Did I put that on the right way? Did not. Now the little bit of detail just to make that little square of transparent orange. It's pretty cool. Metal armature might be docked on. Yeah, that could be cool. Where does this go? I just want to see where this is even added. Oh, that's gonna get snapped off very easily. So if you see this little tip here, that is meant to go onto the model. You can the focus. That's supposed to go into the model, but it's a square peg, and it's really small. I don't trust it at all. That looks like it will break pretty easily. Even if I turn it a little bit, it's just... I don't know. It feels like I'll break just turning it, which is not ideal. This is probably the worst part of the build so far, is everything else feels solid and it feels right, but this one does not feel right. This piece right here. Well. And we're about to be done with the... Oh! With B. Cut out this as well. Luckily I shouldn't be touching it all that much, so it's unlikely it will break, but... I feel like if I touch it for even a little bit, it's gonna fall off and I'm gonna lose the piece, which I've done before. I could always glue it on. That's always an option, but I want to avoid doing that. As much as I can. Whew. You don't like using glue? Yeah. The Black Hawk, you have required it? Yeah, the traditional model kits, like the ones by Tamiya or just the one with based on real world vehicles, you have to use glue. It's normally the well, I was about to say Japanese model, the Japanese companies, but Tamiya is a Japanese company. Generally the Gunpla stuff, and this kind of kit is a snap fit, so that's very fortunate. But I have messed around with using glue for like Warhammer stuff. It's pretty annoying because I feel like I can screw it up easily if I use glue. And I kind of have. I've messed up one of the legs of one of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Was it Castellan Robot? I messed up one of the legs for that guy because I mishandled the glue. It's at a weird angle now, but yeah, it's a bit weird. Like the legs are a bit too together from where I can see it, but then again, that was basically my first time using glue to glue on pieces on a on the kit. Add. Oh god. Ugh. Just clean up. Yep. Look at that. I think the ad has done. Look at that. That's pretty crazy. Damn. That looks so good. As long as I don't touch the flimsy part at the end, it's okay. Okay, we gotta put it on the stand. Yeah, traditional model kits you generally use glue, which is why I tend to not buy them. I do have access to glue. I got cement. I got super glue, but yeah. I'm sure back in the day snap fit was really bad, but nowadays snap fit they've made snap fit kits really sorry, what am I trying to say? Snap fit kits are really good nowadays. I know they weren't in the past because they had a really they had high tolerance, I believe is the right term. And high tolerance meant that everything felt kind of flimsy. But nowadays, I feel like technology has advanced to the point where snap fit kits now feel really good to build. But this is the perspective of somebody who hadn't built a traditional model kit, really. Except for a few planes, which don't really count. Cut everything out first. Oh, we don't need to clean that up. Okay, so this goes here. This goes on top. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah. This goes on top? Does it? Huh! Okay, there you go. Yeah, it does go on top. It's just very firm, which I guess that's good actually. It's just it required more force than I thought it would. That's done. That's all sheets done. It's all runners done. That's pretty crazy. I feel like I've built. This is not the fastest kit I've built. I think the reward for that goes to some of those SD Gundam builds I built before. But this was done a lot quicker than it usually is. The Ray Force one took me a while because of the fins protruding out of the engines. The funnels. Like these things here. They took a bit of time because it's just repeating the same thing 6 times. But here, I guess this doesn't have the same problem of having to build the same thing 6 times. I guess that's nice. I'm still cleaning up this base even though it kinda doesn't matter. I should, but it matters a little bit because I want to paint it later. Yep, the final stretch. Last spurt. I'm gonna activate all my skills on the last spurt. That needs sanding, but whatever. Oh boy, does that need sanding. Whatever. Not a big deal right now. And then so there's this piece here, white piece here that you can remove to. I put this on, but this is for if you don't want to display it with this with a stand. You just take this part out. Be a little careful though. Don't use metal on plastic. I shouldn't have put it on there in the first place. How does one expect... Oh, the little Hasagawa tri-tool to the rescue. Just stick to the piece and then try and pull it out. Sick. I knew it was the right choice to buy this. This was the MVP of this build. Just trying to get that little white piece out. Yeah! Nice, and I can angle it sideways as well because of the way the base works. I can do that. Nice. I can make it bank. I can make it... I don't remember what that term is. I just know bank. Roll is that way. What's yaw again? Yaw is this way, right? Yaw is this way and pitch is up. And down. I can make it go down. I can make it bank. I can make it roll a little bit. Nice. Make it a different pose to the Ray Force one anyway. The amount of dust on this is crazy. Oh god. Nice. And the bases are pretty sturdy too. Like I can move them around and I don't have to be afraid of them losing the strength to hold the model in this way. That's pretty nice. Cool. That's the Darius Silverhawk for you. I am gonna paint this, so I'll need to examine it a bit more to see what I need to sand. Why is that? Okay. Oh, I will have to close the seams on these guns. I was afraid I was having to do that, but I will have to. So there's seam removal on the guns, which requires some thin cement. There's that one. Yep, I need to sand this part right here where my thumb is, because there's some plastic bubbles on it. Not the greatest mark of quality. The fact that there was possibility in the ship was not expected. Yeah, when I built this, I was pretty impressed with the stand itself, because it's the same stand, but I was amazed you could just do this. I guess because this is a shmup ship, you gotta have it posable in this way. So yeah, it works. Simple effect, but it looks really cool when you can change the angle. Man, this is so cool. Yeah, I need to close this part here. And the crazy thing is, it doesn't even look as good as it could be, because once I paint it, all the details will pop out. Like all the wiring that you see in the gray parts here. Let's see if you can even see them. Yeah, all the gray parts that have the wiring, that's gonna look pretty good later if I paint those. Especially with weathering. Nice. Ah. Oh, that's a Darius kit done. I actually was not expecting that to be I was not expecting to be done already. I thought there was going to be a bit more to it. Not more to it in a negative way, but a lot more building time, but no, it's pretty short and it looks pretty good. This looks really good for a straight build, compared to this one. This one as a straight build is just not gonna. It did not look good. But this one, it looks good. Painting, weathering, make it pop. Yeah, there's all the lines here. I don't want to add too much of my thing on it. I could add some decals. Of course, that's always an option. I think adding some decals might, like, even adding decals would not make it accurate, and I do want to make it color accurate. It'll just make the details stand out a bit more. So yeah, I'll add some sort of decal on it. I'm not sure what. I have a box of decals I can use for this, so. Okay, So is that everything? Where's the lid? That should be everything. Honestly, I don't think I need this piece. This piece is for the underside of the ship when you're not putting it on the stand, but I always want to leave it on the stand, so I really don't know if I need this. Boy, is that dusty. That is so dusty. I need that electric electric duster for this Rayforce one. It's insane, the dust. And now all the dust is flying all over the place. Okay, let's clean that up later, I guess. I do not have a glass cabinet to control the dust, unfortunately. So that all my kits are out in the open. I can hide it in the stand or the model somewhere. Yeah, I'm planning on hiding it. Actually, I don't know. Because I don't want to. I don't want to paint it immediately because I've got other painting projects I need to be completing right now. So painting it will have to be a while. A little while later. Let me fix the focus on this because its focus. The focus is on the wrong kit. I'm not really doing a good job. There you go. Okay, wow. I'm going to be keeping these transparent pieces in case I need them for later. These transparent runners. I don't have a... All the other... I was planning on ending the stream when I finish building this, so I will probably call it there. I've got other kits, but I want to save the other kits for another stream. Question is, am I going to do another building stream next week? Yeah, I got to do a building stream next week if I have the time. Okay, do I have anybody to raid at this moment? No, not really. I'm just gonna call it there because I'm pretty tired. I'm not gonna be watching any other streams at the moment, so yeah, I'll call it there. Thank you guys for watching. You try to stop by if you can. Thank you, I appreciate it. But of course, you're not obligated to, right? Come in whenever you want. Come in, not check out my stream if you want or whatever. It's all up to you. I don't mind. Just don't feel obligated to. Oh man, I'm tired. Okay. That's it for today. Tomorrow, I'm just going to be doing some boring old Final Fantasy XIV. Very boring. Doing some UCOB. And then Tuesday will be interesting because I have to decide whether I want to play some Tuhu again or play the shmups I bought this autumn sale. Good night to you, Morts. Have a nice sleep. I don't know if I'm going to play Tuhu or the Zeal games right now. I feel like I want to play the Zeal games before I go back to Tuhu. Yeah. Alright. That's the plan. So FF14 tomorrow. Day after tomorrow is some Zeal. Slash Zeal, or no, not slash, dash Zeal game. Alright, thank you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.